Today we will be analyzing a poem called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. The poem is written in sestets, also known as six-line stanzas. The rhyme pattern for this poem is A-B, A-B, C-C. Using this rule, we can tell that cloud, crowd rhyme, hills, daffodils rhyme, and trees, breeze rhyme. As for the other stanzas, the order is the same. William has also written this in an iambic tetrameter. Each line has 4 iambs. The rhythmic pattern is like bada, bada. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Time to analyze this first stanza. In this first line, it is obvious that this is a simile, as it contains the word as. But also we have assonance in play, as the repeating L sound creates a tone, which is continued in line 2. Straight away, in line 3, it creates a sense that William has found company. It is also relating daffodils to a plural that is used for people. Then line 5, metaphor as well as personification is played, due to the terms fluttering and dancing, used to describe the movement of daffodils. It also contains caesura, which is basically is where the words show the poet's movements. Lastly, where it says fluttering and dancing in the breeze, you may realize something in the iambic meter has gone wrong, and that adds to the line and adds like the emphasis to it. Analysis for stanza 2. The first line contains enjambment, sibilance, and simile. All the vowels create enjambment, which also leads to sibilance, as the repeating S sound creates the hissing S sounds. In line 2, twinkle is used, and it creates sound in the reader's mind. This poetic device is called Onomatopoeia. Line 3 creates hyperbole, as it exaggerates how long daffodils stretched. Same in line 5, where they exaggerated at the amount of daffodils there are. But in between that, in line 4, is a poetic device called caesura, showing the speaker's movement between his words. Finally, the last line contains personification as well as metaphor, showing how exactly the daffodils swayed or moved. Here in stanza 3, line 1 to 2, straight away we have enjambment as well as juxtaposition, because it is comparing the waves to the daffodils, saying that they outdid the waves. Then, in line 3, for the first time, as William has referred himself as a poet. Simultaneously, he has put a very high modality pair of sentences together, saying that he prefers the company of those daffodils that he saw, rather than the company of normal people. Similarly, in line 5, the poet has repeated gazed twice to emphasize how long he gazed for. Then, in line 6, he said that the show of daffodils had brought him great wealth. Why did he use the term wealth? Because he was trying to state money is not the only thing that makes you happy or rich. Daffodils had gave him the same feeling. Here, for this stanza 4, line 1, we have his present time, where he is bored without daffodils. In line 2, say he is in a pensive and vacant mood, creates visual imagery. In line 3, when he is in a vacant or pensive mood, these daffodils come into his mind and in his dreams. Line 4, is describing that as a blessing of loneliness. So after he has seen those daffodils and hasn't been interacting with those humans, he says that it's a blessing of him being lonely and being able to spend his time with daffodils instead of with those humans. But apart from all of this, I realized that the word lonely is used in line 1, whereas solitude is used here, which has the same meaning but a more positive sound. Probably because he had daffodils in his fort. But when he was said to be bored without his daffodils, when he was said to be sad, he was without the daffodils. And then the last 2 lines contain metaphor, as the poet's heart is dancing. In the text is containing elation in the first 2 stanzas, then unity for stanza 3, and for the last stanza it is a recollection of unity. Overall, in every stanza there is the words dancing, dance, danced, and dances, respectively, were contained in the stanzas. Why does Wordsworth use personification so extensively? Wordsworth uses personification extensively because his point is that he feels more at home in nature than in the society. He is not exactly lonely when he meets the gaze of those daffodils, and he describes it so realistically that it seems true. Almost most of his metaphors were also personification, like in line 12 and line 16. Thanks for watching.